Hello everyone, it is I'm back Lord, and today is my not long awaited review for Pokemon TCG Pocket, the newest Pokemon iteration of the card game that has actually not much to do with Pokemon TCG Live. That's a whole other topic. Pokemon TCG Pocket has been out for like a week now, I think, and I have a lot of mixed feelings about it. Is it good? Is it bad? It's a little bit of both. I'm just gonna go into the game and then show you the things that I like about it, the things that I don't like about it. One thing that I'm immediately gonna mention and that I do appreciate a lot is the social aspect of the game. I'm really fond of the fact that the game puts a huge emphasis on making friends to show your collection to, and having benefits like wonder picking, for instance, I think is a really neat idea. Like, say, oh, this is exactly what I want to. I have a German friend, so I get to see some amazing German names for Pokemon, like Invernopod, with his Fuel Storm ability, which I'm really fond of. So this like emphasis that is willingly being put on a social experience where you both get to make friends and choose which parts of your collection you want to put forward is something that I really appreciate. Speaking of which, my friend code rather, is just below. If you want to add me in the game, please feel free to. I am playing in English. I might switch back to French occasionally whenever I feel like it. So if you want to collect cards in French, maybe I'll be your guy. Speaking of collection, I think that's an aspect of the game that is also rather well done. That's also something that I appreciate. One of the strengths of the Pokemon TCG is the very vibrant illustrations that you get to see on some of their cards. I don't think there's Moltres is anything too particular, but like the Gloom, for instance, is I don't know, I just really like it. It's not something that you find in Yu-Gi-Oh, for instance. It is something that exists in Magic the Gathering, but it isn't showcased in digital clients in the way that it is showcased here, where you really get to choose which cards you want to put forward and show your collection. My absolute favorite is this Golbat here, which looks absolutely fantastic, as I don't think any value as a competitive card whatsoever. I'm still really fond of it because I love Golbat as a Pokemon, and it just looks so freaking neat. One thing I'm not too fond of is the pack opening aspect. Like, yeah, of course, this is a gacha game, so this is bound to be disappointing in a way. It really sucks that your currency for opening packs is so limited, and that you're basically locked into opening 2 packs a day, unless you pay a premium or use extra resources, like those little hourglasses that you do get a lot of. I was able to open a bunch of like 10 packs at once at first, but quickly dried up. I guess it's not as stressful as other gachas, right? Because you don't have this don't feel the need to open constantly. Having a set timer that gives you free pulls is reassuring, especially coming from Duel Links, but also, I don't know, it can't. Wow, did I get to eat moles? That's. Oh. I take it back, this game is amazing and has absolutely no flaws whatsoever. Joking aside, I don't know, I'm still not too fond of this system, especially coming from Pokemon TCG Live, which again, a completely different game, but much more generous when it comes to you opening packs, getting cards, and building your collection through and through. This being said, having played for a week as a free-to-play player, I still have managed to build quite a decent sizable amount of cards. I've been able to build like 2-ish competitive decks, which is also something that I was looking forward to. I guess I should talk about battles now, because it is another aspect for which I have a bit of contention. The decks that I've built haven't been like too special. There's this basic fighting one that isn't optimized in any way or shape, because I don't have a not Machoquest, of Machamp yet, but it still did get the job done for like PvE, which is actually like decent, but like the rest of the game it feels a bit shallow. This Blaine-centric deck is a bit more competitive in my opinion. I do like that this game gets rid of the absolute worst mechanic of the Pokemon TCG, which is if you don't open a basic Pokemon, you can't play the game at all, so you have to mulligan, even if your hand is otherwise really good, and as soon as you open a basic Pokemon, you have to keep this hand, even if it's completely garbage. This game has like an auto basic protection, making sure that you always draw a basic, which can be put to nefarious use. I've seen decks running only 2 copies of Articuno X, for instance, and hoping to open Misty so that you can pull an OTK on turn 1, which probably an issue that should get looked at. I'm not too fond of the difference between going first and going second in the game. I feel like going second is much more favored because you do get to attack first and equip an energy, which is probably the most important thing in this game. I'm not sure how they could fix it. I'm thinking maybe you should be able to attach an energy to a Pokemon on your bench, or maybe you shouldn't be allowed to use trainer cards, but be able to attach an energy on a Pokemon on your bench. I don't know. Anything to stop Misty being the absolute like best deck and option that you can play in this game. The metagame in this game, as it's currently developing, is like not the worst. There's a clear best deck, a clear second best deck, some clear contenders, and enough like options that you can play. Stuff that varies in between that you can probably find your fill. It does avoid the issue of like early dueling, so of being overly beatdown centric, in the sense where there are some interesting control options. I'm thinking specifically of the Wheezing deck that is all about poison damage and using Koga to return your own Pokemon to your hand to avoid them dying, which I think like must take a bit more skill to play, and I'm actually looking forward to building if the pack gods decide to agree with me, because once again this is a gacha game, and so this game has already like 2 events going on, one of which is a Wonder Pick event, and the second of which is a PvE drop event. They're fine, I guess. You know, the Wonder Pick one is, of course, is not there, but it's like cutesy enough. Maybe it already ended and I didn't notice it. But it's fine. I don't think I managed to get to of that specific Meowth in time. It's completely okay. The Lapras event is like a random drop after a that's not here. After a PvE rather battle. The Lapras event is like a random drop after some PvE, which I think is fine. I don't know how it works. I just managed to get to Lapras' X after a couple of battles. Like, it's completely fine. I haven't been grinding or anything, which I guess I do appreciate about this game in general, is that it is not requiring your attention 24/7. I guess it's something that I like about the pack timer thingy, is the fact that you don't have to complete a huge amount of like daily chores or whatever to be playing. So that's genuinely pretty nice for a gacha game that is a genre of games that is otherwise really time consuming, if not money consuming at all. So yeah, my biggest issue with the game is like how rather limited and shallow the card pool is. Like, I haven't been able to get everything, but I've pretty much blazed through PvE as is. I want to build my collection up, but I'm limited by the amount of hourglasses that I can get, and I don't find PvP to be particularly interesting or rewarding. There's no ladder or ranks at the moment. You often find yourself facing the same decks, which I don't blame people for playing what are objectively the best decks in the game, but I don't find that particularly interesting to be playing against over and over again either, you know, especially with sub-optimized piles like I have. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing how the game evolves, but as of right now, I guess I would recommend it because it doesn't ask much of you, and it is still pretty entertaining, but that's generally not the kind of game I see myself putting money in at the moment or in the near future. Unless something big changes, or I just lose my mind entirely, or I don't know, we will see. What did you think of Pokemon TCG Pocket though? Let me know in the comments. Did you think it was great? Did you think it was mid? It's still going on. Are you looking forward to future updates? Just let me know in the comments. Make sure to like this video if you liked it. Also like this video if you disliked it, and comment something as well, please. And I'll make maybe some more TCG Pocket content if you like it. So let me know if you want to see more of that. And that's all I have to say. Thank you once again for watching. I will see you all next time.